General Overseer of the Church, Apostle Dingsi Agbawaneten, in his sermon explained why Christians must continuously offer thanks to God.
Harvest Thanksgiving is thanking God for what He has done for us this year and provoking Him for more blessing in the coming year.
A major highlight of the celebration was the special thanksgiving by married couples. Families also presented diverse harvest items, reinforcing the theme of gratitude and expectation for abundance. The General Overseer and his wife expressed deep gratitude for God's sustaining grace upon the ministry.
We are looking at God helping us. I believe that next year, by the grace of God, it's going to be easy for us.
This year harvest was super, according to the team. So next year will be greater than this.
Some invited guests and members were full of gratitude to God.
We have been doing things of God according to what God has said, and I pray that the Almighty God will continue to bless him.
God has been amazing. God has been awesome. He has kept us. He has protected us.
With soul-lifting music from the choir heartening the festive mood, the 2025 Harvest Thanksgiving ended on a note of renewed hope in God's supernatural help. From Benin, Donald Yang, ITV News.
Now with that report, we've come to the end of ITV News Update. I am Chukufumnanya Digwe. Many thanks for staying tuned in. Up next is TMI Socials. Stay tuned.
ITV, certainly the best.
Good morning and welcome. This is TMI Socials. I am Chukufumnanya Digwe, and here's what's making waves across the social media space. Now, we begin with the state of security in the country as bandits kidnapped pastor and worshippers during Kogi church service. On November 30, that's on Sunday, armed bandits stormed a Cherubim and Seraphim church in Ejiba, a rural area of Nigeria's Kogi state, abducting the pastor known as Orlando, his wife, and several other worshippers during the service. Eyewitness Adeboyega Ogun describes the panic as congregants fled. Now, this attack followed November 29 bus ambush nearby where one victim, Ojaja Joseph, escaped after crossing 7 rivers. Kogi officials condemned the raid, deploying helicopter squads and vigilantes for rescue efforts amid rising regional insecurity. Now, this is one story that has stemmed over social media over yesterday to this morning, the abduction in Kogi State. Now, let's get to see a video of an aftermath of this incident where the person actually just makes a video of the church and also the situation of things in that environment after this very dastardly act.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. ẹ wo èmi kàn háìdì ní o inú church kan ti gbéyàn ní èjìbá yẹn nílé inú church yẹn ni òkè ibi tán gbà lọ lélẹ̀ ẹ wo ibi tán gbà lọ inú church yẹn ni o ibi tán ti jíyàn gbé léjìbá òun lẹ̀ ń wò yìí ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ gbà wá o inú church yẹn ni o bàbá Orlando yes bàbá tó ní tó jẹ́ head of this church bàbá yẹn náà gbé lọ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ gbà wá o. Inú church yẹn ni kò sí nǹkan nínú ilé báyìí ẹ ti rí inú church yẹn ni o inú church náà ti jíyàn gbé nì ẹ ti rí ẹ wo àwọn èèyàn wà nínú church ẹ ti rí. rí wọn ti pa speaker wọn pa anything ó dàbí pé ibi tán gbà jáde ni ti ráwọn èèyàn ẹ ti rí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ àfi k'Ọlọ́run gbà wá ni o àfi k'Ọlọ́run gbà wá ni o. See what is happening in Ejigba now. See what is happening at Ejigba now. This kidnapper. Àwọn fẹ́ kọjá. Okay, please.
All right, so those are the snippets of the aftermath of this abduction in Kogi State that's been circulating the social media space. Let's see how the social media space is reacting as regards this abduction case. This reaction by Nefertiti says, the Christian genocide in Nigeria is real. They don't attack mosques. They don't kidnap imams. It's always priests, pastors, and churches. Do not allow anyone to gaslight you. Let's see another comment. This one from Daniel Rega reads, in less than 24 hours, bandits have abducted a traditional ruler, Kwara State. Bandits have invaded a community in Kogi, abducted a pastor, his wife, and many more during a church service. Bandits have attacked a village in Kanu, killed an elderly woman, and abducted some residents. Bandits have just attacked a commercial vehicle along the Idofin axis in Yagba East, Kogi State. And what are our lawmakers doing? Attending a dinner gathering at Aso Villa. What is the government doing? Nominating ambassadors and seeking loans non-stop. Well, that's one view. Let's take this other reaction on this particular story. This one says, this is heartbreaking. A place of worship turning into a hunting ground shows how bad our security situation has become. If people can't even gather to pray in peace, then what exactly is the government securing? Kogi used to be a fortress. Now churches, mosques, roads, and villages are open targets. Enough of the condolences. We need real security reforms, rapid response units, and accountability. No Nigerian should be kidnapped while praying. This kidnapping must stop. Let's see the final comment. This commenter says, they simply want to silence any gathering of Christians in Nigeria. This is a typical jihadist movement, killing anyone that doesn't believe in Islam. There's a silent jihad war going on in this country. Even the police are afraid of these people. We are not safe anymore. Well, there's other comments circulating the social media space about the abduction of congregants and pastors of the Cherubim and Seraphim Church in Yagba in Kogi State. Now let's move on to the next story, which happens to be Obasanjo warning Nigerians may seek foreign help over insecurity. Now on November 29, former President Olusegun Obasanjo criticized the federal government's handling of insecurity, saying citizens may seek international help if attack persists. He condemned negotiation with terrorists and warned against framing attacks along religious or ethnic lines. Let's see a snippet video of this actual statement by the former president, and then we'll see what the social media space is saying.
No matter what religion you belong to, no matter where you come from, no matter what profession, we Nigerians are being killed. And our governments seem to be incapable of protecting us. We are part of the world community. If our government cannot do it, we have right to call on the international community to do for us what our government cannot do for us. And for anybody to say because those who are being killed belong to this region, belong to this religion, belong to this tribe, and then others too are being killed, cannot be an acceptable excuse. Before I left government, I know we had capacity to pick up anybody in Nigeria who commits crime anywhere. The capacity that we didn't have then is after we have identified and located such a criminal, we have no capacity to be able to pick him up without moving on land or by air. Now we have capacity. With drones, you can sniff them up. You can take them out. Why are we not doing that? Why are we apologizing? Why are we negotiating?
Well, why are we negotiating, he does say. Now let's see what the social community is saying. This one says, it's disheartening to see the suffering of innocent people while governments remain passive. International attention can sometimes pressure governments to act, but ultimately change must come from within. Let's take the next comment. This commenter says, when a former president starts sounding like an activist, you know the system has collapsed. Past denial. If Nigeria truly has the capacity to track criminals, then negotiating with terror groups isn't strategy. It's surrender dressed up as diplomacy. Let's take another comment. This commenter says, a government that is watching helplessly seeing her citizens butchered, maimed, kidnapped, raped, and all manner of evil committed against them on hourly basis and does nothing is not a government. A government that will rather go after voices calling out the evil is not a government. Well, let's see the final comment on this one. Well, this commenter says, same person who backed Jonathan's opposition because Jonathan refused to do his bidding is now coming out against those he backed. He is lucky Nigerians have a short memory. Well, that happens to be the reactions that trailed the former president's comments on the insecurity situation in Nigeria. Now, the final one we're taking on TMI Socials today happens to be the president's nominee list for ambassadorial positions. It's come with a lot of reactions, trailing it both on the social media space and even right in our faces. One of the very notable criticisms of this nomination of the president happens to be Isaac Fayose. He is one social media sensation. Let's get to see what he has to say before we draw the curtain.
President Tinubu ambassadorial lists, majority of them are paddy. They are not going to add value, majority. What will Remokre do? Remokre that does not have any company, his job is to be what we say tank crier, praising nonsense. That is his job. Remokre. Or is it Mahmoud that rigged our election, that got 359 billion to conduct credible, free and fair election, but he did otherwise? Look at the people that are going to represent us abroad. You know that Nigeria is going on. I don't respect.
Well, that's a snippet of the delving into the ever-evolving social and political state of the country. I'm Chuku from Nanya Digwe. Thank you so much for joining in. And also, thank you to our very insightful guests for their dispositions. Once again, have yourself a lovely day.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program, Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain, which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contracting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy.
ITV, certainly the best.